Hello everyone. In the last class, we discussed about the features of Java. Now, in today's class, I will be going to explain you about the difference between C++ and Java. So, here the Java is an extension of C++ and C++ is an extension of C. So, there is a connection between C, C++ and Java. Okay, if you learn C, then it will be easy for you to learn C++. And if you learn C++, then it is very easy for you to learn the Java program. Anyhow, you can learn the Java programming language if you don't have any idea about the C++. But if you already studied it, then it is very easy for you to understand the syntax of Java code. Okay, let's see the difference between C++ and Java. So if you take the platform independency feature, so C++ is a platform dependent and Java is a platform independent. So what is the meaning of dependent feature and what is the meaning of platform independent? So here, whatever the code you have written on your system, that is running on only particular system. Like, so if it works only on your system, that is nothing but dependent. So only particular operating system, if it works, then it comes to the dependency features. So if it runs on any system, that comes in the independent features. How we are able to run our Java program on any operating system means because of the JVM. So here the Java has a two-step process. So first we'll compile the code, then means first we'll verify the errors, whether any error present in our code or not. It is called as a compilation process. After verifying the code, if there is no error in our code, then it will generate the bytecode. Okay, so this bytecode will be shared with any operating system with the help of JVM. So we are able to run our Java program because of this JVM only. So this feature is nothing but the platform independent feature. Okay. So finally, I can conclude that Java is a platform independent programming language. So this makes our Java is mm, unique compared with other programming languages like C or C++. If you take C and C++, both are dependent programming languages, but Java is a platform independent programming language. This is very important. What's the major difference between a C and C++ and Java is called as a platform independent feature. This is the main part of the Java program, why we need to learn this programming language. Okay, next, memory management. So here when it comes to the C++, we need to maintain the we need to maintain the memory manually, like by using a new or delete options. Like we need to update the data of memory, we need to delete the memory management, everything will be done by manual. But when it comes to the Java, we have an automatic garbage collector. So it will maintain that memory management automatically. Means how it is happened, I explained when we had discussed about the features of Java. Like suppose if you have created any object, like suppose int A, this A you have declared means you have created a variable in your Java program, but you are not assigned any value to the variable. Just you have declared. Means even you declared it has to take some memory, right? So A has allocated some memory, but it is not being used throughout your program. So in this case, what happens? It is occupying some memory, but it is a waste, right? So in such a situations, if any object is being created, it is not being used throughout your program. Such kind of objects will be deallocated memory. Such kind of memory management will be happen automatically in Java using automatic garbage collector. And simply, I can say if any unused object is present in your Java program, if it is not being used throughout your program, then such kind of objects memory deallocation will be happen through automatic garbage collector. Here, there is no human interventions. We are not maintaining the memory management manually. Okay, so that is the main point. How we can say the difference between C++ and Java. Okay, next point is pointers. So pointers, this is one of the tough concept or the complex feature of the C or C++, that is a full support in C or C++, but Java doesn't have this pointers explicitly. Still, it has implicitly, but we are not using explicitly this pointers concept. We can say Java is a simple programming language because it removes one of the tough concept of pointers concept in Java. So if you study the C, then you understood about the pointers, how much difficult it is to learn. Okay. Next, multiple inheritance. So multiple inheritance means, so when you simply I can say multiple users, um, many to one, I can say. So uh, how I can explain this is like there are the two classes, there are the two parents, one child. Okay, this called as a multiple inheritance. This child is accessing a property from the two parents, that is called as multiple inheritance. You are getting the data from this parent and also from the second parent. This is called as a multiple inheritance. So here the parent is called as a one parent is called as a class one, another parent is called as a class two. There are the two classes, and these two classes have some data. So here one object is accessing the data of two classes. What happens here? So C++ supports this feature, but Java does not support, because what happens here? So if class one, I means parent one and parent two are calling at a time, like, so where to go, whether to parent one or parent two. So this object or this child will be in a problem where to reach, or which person I need to access, which person I need to prefer, right? So this is the problem here. So if you are accessing the data which is common in the class 1 and class 2, then how do you access, whether the class 1 data you are accessing or the class 2 data you are accessing, that will be an ambiguity problem. So that's why Java, we cannot access this feature. So accessing the data from two classes at a time, that will be happen using interface concept. So since we are not accessing the data using, we are not supporting multiple inheritance through classes, but we can achieve this feature using interface concept. Okay, so but C++ supports this class with classes since it is needs ambiguity resolution. Next, operator overloading. It is also one of the tough concepts that is supported by the C++. Java does not support. Okay, so here the Java we are saying it is simple. Because of this, one of the concept like pointers or operating has been removed in Java. It's global variables. So C++ allows the global variable, Java is not allowed. So here there is no global variable. So we are declaring the each and every variable inside the class only. So if you want to access the data, we need some reference to access particular data. Like, so if you want to know any, if you want to access any, if you want to access any student of a college, there should be some reference to from the outside. So there should be a relation between that student and the outside, the person who came, right? In the same way, so here the variable is nothing but the student and the person who wants to or who tries to access the data. Okay, so there should be a connection between here in Java. But when it comes to C++, it allows anyone can call that person, anyone can come to the college, anyone can view the college, anyone can come and go. There is college and global variables, but C++, but when it comes to C++, but in Java, it is not allowed. Only authorized people can access the data. Only authorized people can enter into the college, that is called as in Java. There is a restriction here. X go to statement is available in C, but Java does not support, not encourages this go to statement. Next, in C++, we use a hash include header files. In Java, we use an import statement when the as a starting point of our program. Like how we are starting with hash include stdio.h in C, we are starting with import statement in Java. Okay. Next, compilation and execution. So in C++, there is a one step to convert it to the machine code, but in Java, we are following the two steps. First, we'll convert into the bytecode, then we are converting into the machine code using interpreter and just-in-time compiler. Okay, so there is a Java has a two-step process. It includes a compiler and interpreter and just-in-time compiler. So compiler converts into the bytecode. That bytecode will be converted to the machine code using JIT compiler and interpreter. Okay, next, programming paradigm. Which approach C++ is following is hybrid approach or both procedure and object-oriented approach, but Java is almost purely object-oriented programming except primitive data types. Except primitive concepts, everything is in the Java. Object-oriented programming, everything we are dealing with the class and objects. Okay, next, exception handling. So exception handling means C++ is not mandatory, it is an option, but Java, it has a checked exception which make handling mandatory for many cases. We are checking the errors. It is mandatory to check some exceptions in Java. It made it mandatory. Okay, when you are discussing about the exception handling concept, then you will understand what is meant by checked exception, what is meant by unchecked exception, everything in detail. Just know these are the differences between C++ and Java. Next, when it comes to the C++, it is faster due to native compilation. Directly we are converting to machine code. When it comes to the Java, it is a little bit slower. Next, standard libraries and APIs. Both Java and C++ have a standard rich library. Next, applications of domains. It is C++ mainly you focuses on the system programming, game development, and embedded systems. Java programming mainly focuses on enterprise applications and web applications, web development. Security wise, both C++ and Java has good, but there are few built-in safeguards in C++. Java bytecode verifies and sandboxing and strict access tricks in Java makes more secure and strong programming language. Okay. So finally, these are the differences between C++ and Java. I hope it is clear. So if you don't know, just this PDF, this PPT. If you want, I'll share it. Just do comment it. Okay? So, what is the major difference between C++ and Java? Is a platform dependent versus independent. And some of the features like pointers and operating overloading is present in C++, and Java remove these complex features and make it simpler. So one of the concept multiple inheritance is present in C++, and it has to handle the ambiguity problem. But Java does not support this multiple inheritance through classes because of the ambiguity problem, but we can achieve through interface concept. Okay, so global variables concept, we can access the global variable is present in C++, but the Java does not give access direct. Okay, so we can access the data which is present. We are declaring that variables inside the class. Okay. So that's all for today. The difference between C++ and Java. I hope that today's topic, difference between C++ and Java is clear. We'll see the next topic, basic hello world program, how to write, how to execute in the next class. Okay, that's all for today. We'll see you in the next class. If you have any doubt, please do comment in the comment section. Please give me some feedback what I need to improve. So if I am going fast, please make it in a slower mode. We have an options in YouTube, so we can make it faster. We can make it slow. Listen the class in which mode we want. Okay, so this is about and give me some feedback. And if you are watching this video to the till the end, please do subscribe to my channel because I'm getting the watch time from the non-subscriber students only, the persons only. Please subscribe the channel and watch the video. Okay, that's all for today. Thank you.